Hi everyone, my name is Bridget Cavan, and today I will be doing my final presentation on how stress affects our body. The purpose of this presentation is to inform individuals about how stress affects our bodies, the many stressors in life, and ways to overcome stress. Stress is a common theme in the lives of many individuals. Whether you're 12, 22, 44, 65, or older, we are all very familiar with the term stress. Maybe you are an individual who is chronically stressed right now, or maybe you are an individual who feels very carefree and have little to no stress. There are many stressors in life that can affect our bodies, but what specifically is being affected? Our physical health is important, and stress plays a key role in that. Not only does stress have an impact on our physical health, but it also affects our mental health. There are also questions like, is some stress good for our body, and what effect does it have on our overall quality of life? Today, I am going to talk about how stress affects our bodies and discuss healthy solutions to cope with stress. Let's discuss the effects stress has on our physical health. There are two kinds of stress our body is designed to handle: positive stress called eustress and negative stress called distress. According to an article published by Jennifer Robinson on WebMD, distress can lead to physical health problems such as headaches, high blood pressure, heart problems, diabetes, skin conditions, asthma, arthritis, depression, problem sleeping, and anxiety. Jennifer Robinson also states that 43% of individuals suffer from adverse health effects of stress. There are some common stressors for individuals. WebMD states that stressors vary from person to person and can oftentimes be unavoidable or unexpected, such as the death of a loved one, divorce, loss of job, caring for elderly relatives, pregnancy, unexpected financial obligations, or illnesses. For high school and college students, stressors may be different, such as standardized testing, final exams, athletic commitments, and acceptance letters from colleges or graduate schools. In reality, stress is endless, but how we handle it is up to us. Increased stress leads to lack of sleep and lack of energy. An article published by Sleep Health Centers by Dr. Lawrence Epstein states that stress affects sleep by making the body aroused, awake, and alert. The article also states that people who are under constant stress or who have abnormally exaggerated responses to stress tend to have sleep problems. A study done by the University of Pennsylvania, researchers found that subjects who were limited to only 4.5 hours of sleep a night for 1 week reported feeling more stressed, angry, sad, and mentally exhausted. When the subjects resumed normal sleep, they reported a dramatic improvement in mood. Individuals who suffered from chronic insomnia are more likely to suffer from mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. Dr. Lawrence Epstein discusses the effects stress has on our mental health. Not only does stress play a role in our physical health, but it plays a major role in our mental health as well. Our mood relies heavily on how we are feeling physically and mentally. Not getting enough sleep can greatly affect our mental state and lead to other mental health concerns such as anxiety and depression. Stress can lead to depression. Medical Director Dr. Lawrence Epstein of Sleep Health Centers states, "There's a big relationship between psychiatric and psychological problems and sleep." He goes on to discuss that people who suffer from many mood disorders often have trouble with sleeping, and that difficulty sleeping is one of the first signs of depression. Studies have shown that 15 to 20% of individuals diagnosed with insomnia will develop major depression. Too much stress can impair focus and concentration. While some stress has actually been proven to improve concentration for short periods of time, Long-term stress can actually impair our ability to focus and concentrate. An article published by Colorado Christian University states, "Our brain forces adrenaline into our bloodstream in order to heighten our senses, thus helps us focus on the tasks at hand." That short burst of adrenaline does not last though, and our brain eventually is caught in an adrenaline-seeking cycle. If our body is always pushing adrenaline into our bloodstream when we are stressed, how does that impact our quality of life? The impact that stress has on our quality of life. Everyone wants to live a long and healthy life, but what part does stress play in that life? Does it increase our lifespan? Decrease it? To what effect? A study done by the Malaysian Journal of Medical Sciences says that our immune system and arteries are greatly affected by the amount of stress. Some stress is good to maintain a healthy lifestyle. According to an article published by the Malaysian Journal of Medical Sciences, Razali Saleh Mohd states, Hans Sile, one of the pioneers of the modern study of stress, termed this positive stress eustress. Stress is positive when it forces us to adapt and thus to increase the strength of our adaptation mechanisms. Warns us that we are not coping well and that a lifestyle change is warranted if we are to maintain optimal health. Too much stress can lead to chronic stress and health risk. The morbidity and mortality due to stress-related illnesses is alarming. Emotional stress is a major contributing factor to the 6 leading causes of death in the United States: cancer, coronary heart disease, accidental injuries, respiratory disorders, cirrhosis of the liver, and suicide. The article published by the Malaysian Journal of Medical Sciences states that according to statistics from Meridian Stress Management Consultancy in the UK, almost 180,000 people in the UK die each year from some sort of stress-related illnesses. Now that we have discussed the physical, mental, and overall quality of life effects of stress, let's talk about healthy solutions to cope with stress. While individuals may never be able to escape the feelings of stress, we can find healthy solutions to cope with and counteract the effects stress has on our physical and mental health through a variety of ways. It's important to exercise regularly. An article published by the Anxiety and Depression Association of America states, when we exercise, our body releases chemicals called endorphins. Endorphins act as natural painkillers and can improve the ability to sleep and reduce stress. Scientists have found that regular participation in aerobic exercise has been shown to decrease overall levels of tension, alleviate and stabilize mood, improve sleep, and improve self-esteem. Even 5 minutes of aerobic exercise can stimulate anti-anxiety effects. Take brain breaks to maintain a healthy mental state. When performing a task, it is okay to walk away and take a few minutes to reground yourself if a situation is becoming too stressful. Sometimes it is not always appropriate to walk away, so taking a few deep breaths before continuing the task is beneficial as well. Stress does have an impact on our physical, mental, and overall well-being, but how we decide to cope with it can impact the effects it has on our body greatly. We all have stress in our lives, so why not learn to cope with it? Thank you for listening. And these are my references. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.